All right. Good morning, everyone. Thanks a lot for being here. I'm Samin Aref. I'm an assistant professor teaching stream at the University of Toronto, Department of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering. And I'm glad to introduce two of our panelists for today. Dr. Amir Ebrahimzadeh, who's a strategy manager at Manulife Investment Management, and Dr. Pranav Khanolkar, who's a recent graduate of the Mechanical and Industrial Engineering Department at University of Toronto. So the topic for today's panel session is crafting a business plan that delivers results. This is, of course, a very important topic for engineers like you who want to probably have a startup or start a business at some point. So let me introduce our speakers a bit more. Dr. Khanolkar is specialized in using AI and automation to enhance engineering design processes. He has collaborated with industry partners to develop roadmaps and strategies that leverage AI and digital tools to streamline product development. Pranav is passionate about bridging research and real-world impact with a strong focus on education, mentorship, and the future of AI-driven engineering. Dr. Amir Ebrahimzadeh is currently a strategy manager at Manulife Investment Management. He holds a PhD in industrial engineering, and prior to joining Manulife, he worked in management consulting across the Middle East, supporting clients with market research, business planning, and strategy design. So welcome to this panel session. So let me start with Dr. Khanolkar. Can you please tell us a bit more about yourself and your background? I know that you have a degree in mechanical engineering, you have a degree in industrial engineering, you have a degree in mechanical and industrial engineering, and we are happen to be surrounded by both industrial engineers of the future and mechanical engineers of the future and material science engineers of the future. So please tell us a bit about yourself and your background.
So hello everyone, my name is Pranav, and like Samin said, I have an undergrad in mechanical engineering, master's in industrial, and a PhD in both of them because the department says Department of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering. So that's, I completed my undergrad in India, master's in the US, and here I am in Canada for my PhD. So my primary research was in AI. I started that during my master's. I saw how artificial intelligence can effectively speed up some product development processes, starting off with, let's say, simulations, like suppose you have a product, how it performs in real world. This is called simulation. So how AI can speed things up. Traditional softwares were super slow, took time to load up. So that was my research, like how AI can speed things up in that area, and that's what led me to pursue a PhD here. Here I worked with industry partners. I also was a MyTax intern, if anyone has heard of that organization. So I led industry partnered projects. Once in one of them, I was firsthand present to develop automation tools to speed up their entire product development process. And in other, I studied how a digital management system is implemented, what kind of decisions are taken to implement such tools in order to get and manage and store that data that can be further used for effective AI implementation. So my overall research was focused on the key decision-making strategies behind how a company implements technology, particularly AI-based technology and like digital tools that help them manage data that can be further used for AI.
Great. So if you also use that microphone, Amir, so can you also tell us more about yourself and your background?
Okay, thank you so much for having me, Samin, and good morning, everyone. As Samin mentioned, my name is Amir, and I'm a strategy manager at Manulife Investment Management. Before joining Manulife, I used to practice as a management consultant for more than 8 years, mostly in Middle East, in Iran, in Dubai, in Istanbul, and Iran is actually where I was born and raised, by the way. This is great to be here.
So I know that you have some experience in management consulting. So what is management consulting and how is it relevant to business plans?
Yeah, that's important because actually management consulting is a big industry, a global one, worth hundreds of billions of dollars. There are many different players who are working as a management consultant. Some of them are globally well recognized, like maybe you have heard about some of them, McKinsey, BCG, Bain. And what these companies do, they usually serve their clients, who can be governments, big corporations, startups, in order to fix some complex business problems. And by business problems, I mean a wide range of different topics. It can be if, for example, some of their clients see their sales is dropping, or they might see that they need a strategy for next 3 or 5 years to have a better priorities for their business. They might need to start a new venture. They might need to enter into a new market. Like, for example, at Manulife, we recently announced last week that we entered into the market of India as a joint venture with Mahindra, which is one of the largest companies in India. So all these business problems exist in corporations, right? And management consultants, they have analysts, they have consultants that they come in and they do all this research, data gathering, and all those stuffs in order to help their clients to find a solution, to find a recommendation for their problems. So from talent's perspective, it's a great spot, especially for fresh graduates to start their business and to start a career in a consulting firm, because you have amazing chance of exposure to all these top clients. And I was actually fortunate to start my career in consulting firms. I remember in first years, I had maybe 4 or 5 different projects sitting in front of CEOs, C-levels, and talking about the real problems. And how does that relate to business planning? Actually, business planning, first of all, it can be a separate standalone project for many of these consulting firms. It means that those corporations or those co-founders or founders, they pay these consulting firms, and these consulting firms prepare the business plan for them. Or it can be part of a bigger project. So, for example, a consulting firm might have a restructuring project in a corporation. As a result of that restructuring, they have to kill some of the departments, or they need to start new initiatives, new projects, new ventures. And to start those new ventures, they need to prepare business plan for each of those ventures. So clearly, those skill sets that you actually have in management consulting, it's really fits with those kind of skill sets that you need to prepare business plans. And I also had the chance to prepare different business plans through my career at consulting firms. Whether for angel investors, for example, I remember we had an Italian investor who were actually interested to make a fish farming business by Caspian Sea in order to produce caviar, right? So from those kind of projects until big corporations that they want to enter into a new market, a new country. And I guess for consulting firms, as I mentioned, there is a wide range of functions and different types of services that they provide. Some of them provide all these range of services, which we usually call them generalist consulting firms, but some are more specific into, for example, just a strategy or human resource, or even a specific market, for example. You might need to know more about the market of Singapore, and you might find a boutique consulting firm in Singapore who their analysts and advisors there are really specialized about the markets. So it's really great industry to begin your career, and I'm really happy about it.